Hello Rams, I'm your Tuesday night sports anchor, Tim McCall. The CSU women's golf team was in action at the Greenville Regional Preview in Greenville, North Carolina on Monday. Unfortunately, the first round of the tournament did not play out how the Rams had hoped. CSU placed 15th out of 16 teams while shooting a 40 over 328 round. Freshman Katrina Prendergast led the Rams through the first round, posting a team best 8 over 80. Prendergast was followed by juniors Sarah Archuleta and Ellen Secor, who both carded 10 over 82 for the round. CSU sophomore Carolyn Reiners shot a 7 over 79 through the first round. However, since she is competing in the tournament as an individual, her good round did not help the Rams on the leaderboards. TCU currently sits atop the leaderboard with a 9 over 297, a mark that's 8 strokes better than Kansas State, who follows in second place. Monday's action was slated to go 2 rounds. However, play was suspended due to darkness before the second round could conclude. Second round action was rescheduled for today with a third and final round listed on the schedule for Wednesday. Be sure to check out the Collegian to see how the Rams fare in the remaining rounds in North Carolina. In CSU football news, the Big 12 expansion deal is no longer a viable option for the Rams, as the conference announced that they will not add any new teams. Looking ahead of that recent development, the Rams will attempt to bounce back from a hard-fought loss to Boise State with a strong performance this week. The Rams will travel to Nevada for a Saturday matchup against the UNLV Rebels. Coach Mike Bobo will start redshirt junior Nick Stevens at quarterback for the second straight week following the injury to starter Colin Hill. Stevens did not commit a turnover against Boise State and will look to duplicate that performance this week. The CSU offensive line will also look to build on their strong performance from last week, one that saw them only allow 1 sack. In addition to performing well in pass protection, the CSU offensive line also opened up wide holes for the running backs, something that the Rams have struggled to do on a consistent basis all season long. UNLV's defense has allowed a whopping 163 yards per game on the ground so far this season, and will be a weak point that the Rams look to attack. If CSU's linemen can open up the running lanes like they were able to do last week, running backs Daryl Dawkins and Izzy Matthews could both be in for big days. A win against the UNLV team that currently sits in second place in the Western Division within the Mountain West Conference could mark a turning point for this Rams team. Make sure to catch your Rams in action this Saturday at 3:30 on Root Sports to see if they can walk out of Las Vegas with a victory. CSU football is not the only team with a lot on the line this weekend. The CSU Division III ice hockey team also has a big matchup as they will take on their biggest rival this Saturday, the University of Northern Colorado Bears. I was able to attend a CSU hockey practice earlier this week to get the inside scoop on this big rivalry. One of Northern Colorado's biggest rivalries is set to take place in Fort Collins this Saturday. The CSU Division III men's hockey team will take on their biggest rival, the University of Northern Colorado. With only 30 miles separating the two schools, it's easy to see why this rivalry exists. However, there is so much more to this rivalry that makes it special. Earlier this week, I was able to attend a CSU hockey practice and talk to some of the players to see what makes this rivalry significant.
This game is huge. It's the marquee game on our season.
This rivalry, I think, just insanity is the best word to describe it. And it's all out craziness and it's all out war.
It's just the intensity between the two teams. You can tell that we just don't like each other when we're playing. It's physical, it's fun, it's fast, and it's just exciting to be there.
These two teams are very familiar with each other as they play 4 times each year. Saturday's game will be the first time these teams play each other this season, and the winner of the game will grab valuable momentum heading into the remaining 3 matchups that these teams have the rest of the year. Assistant coach Nick Church and senior defenseman Jed Howard told me why this rivalry is a must-see event.
It's one of those games that if you want to be entertained for 60-plus minutes, that you absolutely have to be there. It's hard-hitting, tight games that are really intense. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's loud. Fans get pretty rowdy, so if you're looking to have some fun watching a hockey game, this is the game to be at.
This is the most energetic game of the year. We really need all the support we can get. And the louder you are in the stands, the better we'll play on the ice. So the more people there, the better we'll do. So if you could come out and support, that'd be great. And like I said, it's the most fun game of the year.
The game will take place on Saturday night at 7:15 at the Edora Pool and Ice Center. Don't miss out on this opportunity to watch one of the biggest rivalries in the state of Colorado. I know that I can't wait for that big game, and I hope to see you there. Anyway, that's all we have for sports tonight, but next up, it's Nicole Hines with all the latest in entertainment.